Oh, good morning. Here we are, 8 o'clock on, what day is it? Tuesday morning. And me and Daniel are off to the train station to catch the train to Carlisle, and from there we'll get the train from Carlisle down to Manchester International Airport, and we're flying out to Albania. So look forward to some nice bits of video from that. We shall see you soon. Right, I'm not going too far.
This train is fitted with CCTV cameras. Smoking or vaping is not allowed anywhere on the train. You'll find toilet facilities situated in each vestibule between the 5 carriages of this train.
Test the train.
Thanks for your attention. Thank you for travelling with Transpennine Express.
It's a quad. What is that?
Welcome to this Transpennine Express service to Manchester Airport. This service will be calling at Penrith, Oxenholme, Lancaster, Preston, Bolton, Manchester Oxford Road, Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Airport. Don't forget any bags or cases in the luggage racks or under seats and retain your tickets as they may be required if exiting the station. Please mind the step down from the train onto the platform. shortly be arriving at Manchester Oxford Road. If you're leaving the train, take a moment to check you have everything with you.
Train station down there. So it's not going to be the way. I'm really excited about it. Good morning and welcome to Albania. Didn't have a chance to do any video yesterday when we arrived. It's a bit of a chaotic, to be honest. We all boarded our flight at Manchester quickly, you know, it went sort of well, and then we had to sit there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, due to some, not an issue with the plane, but an issue with space in the flight paths, I think, something like that. I can't remember exactly. So we should have landed around about 9 PM in Tirana, but it ended up, it was probably about 9:30, and then we got through customs okay. It was a little bit scary. They were giving some people were taking quite a long time to get seen, so they opened up some more boxes. But thankfully, me and Daniel got through easily. And so we stopped at a little kiosk to change some money while we were there as well. And so that took a bit longer. And so when we got out of the airport, obviously there's a line of taxis and people waiting, trying to get you to hire a car or get a taxi. But I'd watched a YouTube video, and somebody has said that there are buses, transfer buses from the airport into centre of Tirana, Skanderberg Square. So we walked all the way past and we found them at the top. And so we got one of those. It was 400 lek each, which works out, just for the sake of argument, £4. And we sat there for a while because obviously they've got a big coach and they're trying to get as many people on as possible. So we were cutting it tight for getting to the hotel. And so once we did leave and we got into, we got dropped off at Skanderberg Square, and it was about, what time was it? About 11 o'clock, I think. Yeah, it was about 11 o'clock we got dropped off. And so we were in a bit of a rush to try and get checked into the hotel. So we were following Daniel's Google Maps, because my Maya SIM that I'd ordered doesn't work. So that was meant to be a data SIM, and I got nothing off it at all, so I won't be recommending them. So Daniel had set up a Saili SIM, so he'd got data, so we followed his Google Maps, and golly late, very warm outside. There was no air, there was no winds, there was no air movements at all. Absolutely sweating, a bit stressed, very tired. Been up since 6:30 yesterday morning, and it was a long day. And of course, landing at night, everything looks so different, doesn't it? So we were up woke up about 7:15 this morning, and yeah, so we're just going to get ourselves ready and go out and go and find somewhere to get our burek for breakfast. So the hotel room ain't bad. It's Hotel Comfort it's called. So I'll swing the camera around, and so obviously this is the entrance doorway, and you come into that, and it's a nice sort of sized room. We've got a window off to the side. There is a fridge in that box down there, and it would have been nice if there had been a couple of cold beers in that when we got here, but unfortunately not. So, excuse the beds, haven't exactly made the beds properly. Yeah, hello Daniel. But yeah, got a couple of nice sort of single beds. At the back of it, we've got even a little desk area with some nice artistic kind of design for the mirrors. I haven't bothered with the TV, I never do. Yeah, so it's fine. There's some weird the plug sockets I didn't want to put on last night because it's it seems to be nestled between a couple of light switches, which makes it a bit sort of strange. But it was a nice sleep. I mean, we're absolutely sweating in the room, and then Daniel did notice that we got a air conditioning box there, which so we put that on last night, and actually made the fatal mistake of leaving it on while we slept because we were trying to get off to sleep, and it was so hot. So yeah, I left the air conditioning on. I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning shivering and had to turn it off, and yeah, so ended up sleeping under the blankets, but at least I got some sleep. So the bathroom is a nice clean bathroom. We've got a toilet, bidet, massive flush control there, plenty of towels. There's the dirty one I've used. I don't think I'll say it. Just move that out of the way. One shower door. So I did have a shower last night just to try and cool off before I went to bed, and yeah, so there's only one shower door, but the shower works fine. It does what it's supposed to do. Throw that back over there again. Hello. My hair in the sink, so I get that off. But yeah, it's a nice big sink and complimentary toiletries. You can't really complain. It's £41 for this twin room, and we were only here for the one night in Tirana, and we're off to get a bus today. So what we're going to be doing, let's turn the screen back on, is come on, unlock, there we go. Go off, get some breakfast, have a wander around for a bit, head our way over to the bus station that I've got saved on Google Maps, and try and get a bus to Vlora. I have actually got my Saily eSIM installed on my phone now using the hotel's Wi-Fi, and so at least I've got some data as well. So yeah, that's it. I mean, have a little look out the windows, pull the curtains back. What have we got here? These look like apartments next to us. I love the old tiled roofs over there. I don't know what work I've got going on over the back there, but that looks like a quite a big thing. And I don't know which is the front and which is the back as far as bearings go. I don't know if I can even, I have to move my stick out the way. That's it. Right over there. Shendet. Oh. Ooh, is that a dentist down there? Good job, yeah. Porcelain thinks there's a little dentist down there. So we've got a little nice buildings, apartment blocks, and yeah, so it all looks quite residential around here, decent size. It's been very quiet, with no, well, there's been no traffic because the road's completely filled up with cars. So, as I say, perfectly fine for one night. So we'll continue this when we leave and go off to get some breakfast. See you in a bit.